Hello viewer, welcome to channel Amarnath FM. In this video, you are going to listen about the king according to Kautilya. Kautilya's theory describes 7 constituent elements of any state as part of an exposition of a theory of a circle of states as the basis for a foreign policy in an environment dominated by expansion through conquest. The elements of a state include the king, the ministers, the people, the fortified city, the treasury, the army, and the ally, external constituent. The aim of creating a well-run state is to provide the base for expansion and thwart the expansion of external states into one's own. Therefore, before a king actually sets on an expedition of conquest, he has to employ measures to guard against the dangers that may weaken any of the constituent elements of his own state. The stakes are high. Kautilya uses the term or calamity to denote any weakness that may affect the constituent elements of a state, thereby preventing it from being used to its full potential in the conduct of foreign policy or war. Duty of the king was first towards his people, to protect them in time of natural calamities and from enemies, both internal and external. The king had a threefold obligation in this regard: protection, administration, and welfare. According to Kautilya, an ideal king is one who has the highest qualities of leadership, intellectual energy, and personal character. In Arthashastra, the king is the personal representation of the state since he embodies all the constituents. He is a symbol of all the qualities of the society, and so Kautilya advises the king to achieve the highest levels of self-control through a foundation of knowledge and discipline instilled by giving up lust, anger, greed, conceit, arrogance, and foolhardiness. He recommends the king should avoid overindulgence in all pleasures of life. The king must be energetic and devote 12 hours a day to state affairs, according to Kautilya, which include defense, secret consultations, intelligence, public audience, and administration. A king's life should be fully dedicated to the welfare of his subjects. In the happiness of his subjects lies his happiness. In their welfare, his welfare. He shall not consider as good only that which pleases him, but treat as beneficial to him whatever pleases his subjects. This is more demanding than the king as state, described in the absolutist period of France's Louis XIV, for it calls for a king as exemplar of all that is good and desirable in the social makeup, all that makes the state strong and responsive to its constituencies. Kautilya also states that the king should be active in management of the economy. The root of socio-political wealth is economic activity, and lack of it brings material distress. In the absence of reliable and productive economic activity, both current prosperity and future growth will decay and ultimately be destroyed. A king can achieve the desired objectives and riches by undertaking productive economic activity. Kautilya uses the word treasury to denote the usable or practical wealth of the state. Kautilya says all state activities depend on treasury. From wealth comes the power of the government. With the treasury funding the army, the earth is protected and acquired. The relationship between wealth and military power is so vital that Kautilya cautions the king that the army and the treasury should always be under royal control. The king must be energetic and devote 12 hours a day to state affairs, according to Kautilya, which include defense, secret consultations, intelligence, public audience, and administration. A king's life should be fully dedicated to the welfare of his subjects. In the happiness of his subjects lies his happiness. In their welfare, his welfare. He shall not consider as good only that which pleases him, but treat as beneficial to him whatever pleases his subjects. This is more demanding than the king as state, described in the absolutist period of France's Louis XIV, for it calls for a king as exemplar of all that is good and desirable in the social makeup, all that makes the state strong and responsive to its constituency. The sources of revenue the king can tap into are then detailed. These include income from crown property, from mines and metallurgy, from animal husbandry, from irrigation and other public works, from forests, from state-controlled activities such as manufacturing industry including salt, liquors, and leisure activities, courtesans, prostitutes, entertainers, gambling and betting, taxes in cash and in kind, customs duties, auctions, gate and roadway tolls, transaction taxes, tariffs on trade, and a variety of fines. It is important that the king does not rely too heavily on any one source and that the process or amount of extracted revenue does not negatively affect the revenue stream by unduly curtailing production or impoverishing the population. Both must be robust to support ongoing and future military campaigns. Thanks for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe to channel. In the next video, you will listen about the law and justice according to Kautilya.